Do you stay up at night wondering if your Azure application is functioning and can meet the needs of your customer? What about the security of that application? Do you know who is accessing it? And what about your backups? Oh no, did you forget to back up? Nah, you're pretty sure you deployed everything properly and the backups are running. But did you really do it using Azure best practices and frameworks? Hello and welcome. I am Sarah Kong, a Microsoft Certified Trainer, and I'm here to introduce you to AZ-104 Azure Administrator course and certification delivered by passionate trainers like me. This course is designed for administrators who are actively involved in building, managing, and monitoring services. It emphasizes not just the what, but more importantly, the how. Some example learning objectives for this course is you'll learn how to deploy compute workloads, ensure they are secure, and manage costs effectively. Additionally, the course covers making these workloads available across multiple regions, meeting your service level agreements. You will learn about storage and what is the difference between Azure Load Balancer and Application Gateway, and so much more. In this course, the learning objectives are laid out in a way that you can take a fictitious company that is about to start their Azure journey and it aligns with the learning objectives. For example, imagine a company like Fabricam who is new to Azure and needs to set up their first Azure account subscription. This is the start of your learning, the first objective. This is where you learn what is the difference between Azure Account, Azure Subscription, and Azure Tenant. We delve into creating users and groups and managing Entra at a high level. We'll explore various tools for deploying services such as the portal, CLI, and PowerShell. As administrators, automation is key, and that's where the discussion on templates and Bicep will truly excite you. Now, Fabricam is ready to start building workloads, but hold on. Before you can do that, networking is a massive discussion that needs to happen first. We'll dive into creating networks, securing networks, and how to connect networks using peering. Managing your private and public IPs, now you're ready to build your workloads. But how many do you need? And do you need these workloads across multiple regions? Because you have an app that might be available that needs to be available across these regions? That's where we get into availability sets and virtual machine scale sets. What if these compute workloads need to share files? And how do you do that easily and securely? With Azure Storage Accounts, you will learn about blobs and Azure files, when to use one over the other, and the redundancy of the both. Pretty awesome, but there's more. All of what we just talked about so far focuses on more IaaS, Infrastructure as a Service. Now you're ready to look at PaaS, Platform as a Service. This is where you'll learn about ACA, Azure Container Apps, ACI, Azure Container Instances, and Azure App Services. More acronyms. Finally, we need to know how to monitor what we built and get notified when things go offline. We need to back up our data and compute workloads and even determine if we require compute failovers to other regions. This is the final journey in your learning and final journey in Fabricam's deployment. You can experience the entire journey from start to finish, seeing everything you learn from the perspective of a customer like yourself. As you can see, this course is a beast. So many services, so many how do I questions being answered for Azure administrators. What should you know before you dive into this course? The prerequisites are an IT background. So just being familiar with concepts of Active Directory, networking, virtualizations, and backups. You don't need to know Azure. You'll get a lot of practice if you take the course or do the online Learn modules. So whether you want to upskill your knowledge to support your deployment, or if you're preparing to take the exam to complete the Azure Administrator certification, this is the right course for you. You can take this course using our self-paced training materials, or better yet, join one of our instructor-led sessions and get taught by Microsoft trainers like myself. Our instructor-led training covers all types of learners, from visual to kinesthetic to audio. Microsoft trainer deliver classes using PowerPoints, demos, and my favorite, whiteboards, and bring that real-world analogy to the classroom, all while providing you opportunities to engage and ask questions. You won't be disappointed. Ready to enroll? Check out the description below for the details. I can honestly tell you that AZ-104 is my favorite class to teach. And hey, maybe I will see you in my class.